In my old ways, praise the Lord, I've been born again. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork you will not get anywhere else. You like that intro? You like that intro? You can tell what song was bumping on that last mile. A day in which started off mentally saying, you know what, I'll just knock out 8 miles, ended with 10 miles. 10. All right, 10. And if you recall the last 2 days ago I did 10 miles. Yesterday I took it easy, just did 2, back to 10 miles again today. Again, it's all about preparation, all about falling to your level of preparation, not rising to the occasion. Regular consumers heard me say that about 1 million times at this point, and I will continue to say it because the goal is to always be bringing new people into my world as it is. So, newcomers, you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to your level of preparation. Remember that, all right? All that being said, let's get into today's top five, another wonderful, incredible edition, the Top 5 Tuesday. Top 5 Tuesday, recording this, I believe it is May 13th, 2025. And every Tuesday for well over a year at this point, I've come up with some sort of a top 5 list relatable to something going on. And seeing that all week, we're discussing leverage and how to use your leverage. What are the best ways? First of all, what is the leverage that you have over a competitor or somebody else, and using it, leaning into it, making sure you're using it every day to give yourself more of an opportunity to win. All right, so top 5 ways to use your leverage. First and foremost, in your finances. All right, in your finances. Now, I'll dive deeper into all of these topics or all of these points on the live stream later, but number one, you got to make sure you're using your leverage in a way that's financially beneficial to you. Understand there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. The world will make you feel like, wanting to get the most money and wanting to be someone that's financially independent and all that there's something wrong with that. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. So number one, it is financial. It's making sure you're living or you're moving, you're using your resources and using your leverage to make it so you can become more financially independent. All right. Number 2, getting a desired outcome. All right. So before you become financially independent, you have to really understand what a desired outcome is. What is the desired outcome that you want from the finances that you will be receiving? All right, that's a very important part that gets glossed over by a lot of people, and they ultimately miss their blessing. They miss the opportunities when it comes to what they can be making because they don't have a desired result. All right, so number 1, finances. Number 2, to get the desired result. Number 3, helping others. All right, I will dive deeper into this as usual, but understand this concept. You're not going to get anything unless you're willing to give. You have to give before you get. That is the order. You got to give something in order for you to get something. All right, that'll be clarified in about an hour or so when I dive into the longer episode on this. Number 4, leaving an impact. All right, so this is kind of a step up from helping others. It's leaving an impact and understanding the importance of leaving an impact when you are no longer here. Helping others and leaving an impact, it's kind of a subtle difference with that. That'll be explained a little later. And number 5 is to outwork the competition. Outwork the competition. All right, you heard me kind of allude to this earlier, but it's important. You have to use your leverage to outwork the competitors. And trust me, if you're really in business, if you're really about your shit, then you have competitors. You have a lot of competitors. You have a lot of competitors that aren't even in the same bracket, but they just want to see you. They want to see you hit roadblocks because it'll boost their ego or make them feel a little more secure in their situations or whatever their situation is. So you got to use your leverage day in and day out to outwork the competition. All right. So to recap, Top 5 Tuesday, recording this May 13th, 2025 on a Tuesday. Obviously because it's a Top 5 Tuesday, it is a Tuesday. Top 5 ways to use your leverage. Top 5 ways to use your leverage. Number 1, in your finances. Number 2, to get a desired outcome. Number 3, to help others. Number 4 is to leave an impact. And number 5, outwork the competition. All right, so like I said, I'll be diving deeper into these concepts a little later on. Stay tuned on this channel. Main website, however, to check out to dive deeper into all my work and everything I'm about. Make sure you inquire about the employee development systems, the employee development workshops. That's what I'm all about. Main website, makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly We will talk more soon.